Hey, it's Julian here, and I want to show you how to use the Monetize Masterminds 19-page funnel where you access all the information and how to edit it to start building your funnel. So I have a couple pages open here. I have the funnel, and this will be shared with you via a URL whenever you request it from my team. Then you want to have the self masters open because you're going to need these two pages. You'll need marketing funnel and you'll need a landing page. Actually, you'll just need marketing funnel actually, and that page is open here. This is what it looks like. It shows you, look, the 19 pages are all right here, right? They're all right here. So these 19 pages map to these 19 pages. They have the same titles, okay? So that's first and foremost. So you're going to need those two open. I'm going to put them side by side. If you have two monitors, it could be helpful for you to use the two monitors. I'm just doing a demonstration, so you'll see some of these don't have URLs right now, but by the time you finish Monetize Masterminds, all of these URLs will be here for you, okay? So I'm going to show you the demonstration of one page, which is the registration page for the webinar. So you're going to click here, and you're going to go Edit. That will load up. And actually, before I do that, I'm just going to make a copy because this is our template. So let me clone funnel step. Okay, so I'm using a clone version of the funnel step. I'm going to just put a registration page. You don't have to do this. You do not have to do this. I'm just doing this for the sake of not messing up our original template. So that's going to come down here, and I'm just going to rename this through publishing. I will rename this sample. Okay, so a couple things. So first and foremost, I typically run the survey. You're going to want to get the ClickFunnels plugin for your website, and I'll show that to you. Okay, so that plugin is right here. This plugin allows you to map your domain name to ClickFunnels pages. So here's an example of webinar replay, right? So if I click here, webinar replay, you see it's a regular page. This was guide to graduation, another one of my businesses, webinar replay, and then it mapped to this ClickFunnels page, and I put GG replay. So the website will be juliangordon.com. Actually, it's right here, juliangordon.com/GG-replay. So this avoids you having to use these ClickFunnels URLs in your marketing sequence. Okay, so you're going to want to add that plugin by coming here, clicking install. Actually, you're going to want to go to add new plugin. Most of you have WordPress websites. You'll type in ClickFunnels here. Boom. And then you'll click install, and then you have to come to, once it's installed, you'll have to come to settings, and you'll have to integrate our account email and our authentication token, which you should be able to get in integrations, I believe. Account details, I think it's in account details. Yeah, it's right here, okay? WordPress API key. So you'll want to start with that and get that up on your website. The reason I did that is because you'll see the URLs that you have during your Monetize Masterminds funnel or your Masterminds group funnel is I typically do the survey on juliangordon.com. So I need to upload the ClickFunnels plugin there, and then I do the registration page and the pre-webinar pages on masterminds.org, right? And then once they've seen the webinar, then I do the rest of those on the Monetize Masterminds website, mm.com/free gift, right? So I actually use 3 domain names. That should cost you about $8, right? Each to have the 3 domain names. You probably already have your main domain name, and then you can even use your main domain name for all of these up here, and then the back end, once they see the webinar, after the webinar, this it leads up to the webinar. Everything here, you can actually make the course title, right? Whatever the course title is, monetizemasterminds.com, you can use that domain there. Okay, so now let's get into editing really quickly. So let me delete that. Here's our sample registration page. You click edit, and you'll see doubles of certain things. So this one is for your live webinar. This one will be for your evergreen webinar. So this is essential. What you can do is, I'm actually going to turn autoplay off, right? Because autoplay off, and then I'm going to manage sections, and I'm going to hide. You see how it's going down with the sections? I'm going to hide this section. You see how I clicked this eye over here? That took away the evergreen webinar. I don't want to delete it because we're going to need it after you actually do your official live launch. We're going to need that upper one for your evergreen webinar. Okay, so now we've reduced it here. Here, choose a time. That is evergreen. This is the actual date of the live webinar. So I want to hide this second one. Manage, hide, boom. Okay, so now, as you can see, we are good there. And then this is the same as well. This section is the same. So this is evergreen. This is where you'll put your EverWebinar button code, and this is the actual webinar. So what I'm going to do is sections, and these are sections. You see this till around here? That is a section. So manage section. Boom, 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 boom. Bullets are going to stay the same. I'm going to hide that one. So now we are set to go for our live webinar. Okay, this is what we need for our live webinar. So I'll just click save really quickly. Okay, so the next step is to, and by doing it this way, you don't have to change your URLs when you switch over from your live funnel to your evergreen funnel, right? It's all in the same page. So the next step is to come here to your Self-Masters embeddable workbook form, which is your marketing funnel, and we're going to do page 3, which is your webinar registration, right? So I'm going to go to page 3, that is here. This course that a client is doing is called the Profit Pyramid Masterclass. Okay, so so all the copy is right here for you. So webinar title, you'll copy that and say, where does that go? That's gonna go here, right? He's calling it the Profit Pyramid. So I'm gonna say the Profit Pyramid. Okay, and then his subtitle, I'll show you exactly how. Paste. I'll show you. Actually, his is just named the only three things you need to rapidly build a 5-figure a month online business. So I'll make that text a little bit bigger so that it fills up that line, right? And then I can even delete this here. Boom, delete. Okay, so now free webinar. His name is here, Marquel Russell, and I believe his CEO of the Global Wealth Firm. So I'm gonna take that. I know how to spell his name. Marquel Russell. Boom. So there we go. Free webinar, and then his video will go here. He hasn't shot that yet. He's coming to New York soon. And his video URL will go there, right? This stays the same. Now his webinar is, I believe, August. Let me check my calendar real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact. His webinar, let's just say it's Tuesday, August 3rd, I believe. 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Only 150 spots. Very limited webinar. I'm gonna put his name again. Russell. I'll have CEO. Because his title is so long here, I'll just say creator of the profit pyramid. Okay, so of course he's not me and I'm not him, and so boom, image. Marquell is an interesting cat, so he's got gold fronts. So check out his pictures here. Got a folder for him. This is him teaching here. Boom. I'll upload that. Okay, add image, and you see he pops up there. Now if I go to his website, Russell, go to his website, he has different colors than I do. He has this gold, yellow, and he has this green, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'll leave, I think he said he likes his buttons yellow, so I'm gonna make this button yellow, goldish yellow, like this. Boom. And then I'll probably make the text black. Boom. And then I'll make this bar green. Boom. Okay. So now we're building it more to his brand, right? Change that button to yellow. Make the text black. Okay. Boom. Update his picture here. We already have that uploaded. Bam. Here. Bam. Russell. I'll grab his title again. And then from his bio on his site, I'll take that. That will also be here as well. Okay. So boom. I just knew it was on his site too, so I just grabbed that. Now his free bonus, his webinar. Actually, we're gonna do his webinar bullets. His webinar bullets right here, which is secret one, the ultimate offer. So this is webinar bullets, the ultimate offer, and then I'll just paste that bullet text there. Next one is intellectual profits. Paste that there. Intellectual profits. And then next one is easy enrollment. Easy enrollment method. Okay. So now his bullets are there. This one I might shorten so that there's more consistency here. So how to identify the most valuable thing you know, package it in a way that people can and want to pay you. So I will cut off the full extension of the bullet and leave it like that. Plus free bonus. His free bonus should be here. I actually might have to add in the free bonus. Oh, here it is. No, here it is, right here. So it's the 6-figure success checklist, right? So I'm gonna go here and call it just for attending. You will receive my. I'll make that bold. A tool that completely a tool that will help you put all of the pieces together to build profitable online business. Okay, so then I don't have the image of that yet. I'm waiting on that from him. So that image of that checklist will go here. And then finally, this text here, I'm going to change the color to match his brand. So that's that. That's that. And all of a sudden, we are done. Oh, of course, his domain name, well, Russell, because it's going to be mapped to his domain, right? .com. Okay. So that is how you update that page in ClickFunnels. You'll click Save, and we are good to go. If he wants to, when he gets here, we can change this background image. So this is how you convert the page, and you save that, and you are good to go. And you will replicate that for all of the pages in this funnel. The marketing copy will be here for you. It's literally just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. So you'll match up the content that is here laid out for you, and you'll match that up with the funnel page. Okay, so it's pretty simple and straightforward. Again, remember, there are some things that you have to hide. So I'll give you another example of something that you have to hide. In the confirmation page, edit, there'll be 2 layers, one for your evergreen and one for, actually for your evergreen we actually use confirmation page, we use every webinar, but let's do pre-webinar page here. So pre-webinar page, here is your live webinar section. Up here you see an actual date, right? And then you can also edit the timer based on when your actual webinar is, but we are going to hide that when we get to your webinar or evergreen webinar, which will be this. So you see it's the same structure, but for your actual live webinar, you'll use this one and you'll hide this, right? Boom, boom. We'll hide that one and we'll hide this, right? And then you're set to go for your live webinar. And then when it's time to switch over, we will hide this and put these 2 up, and boom, just like that. So I try to make it as simple as possible for you. Just remember what to hide and what not to. But typically we start our launches with the live webinar, and then we transition into evergreen. All right, so I hope this video helps you start to transition your content and everything that you did during Monetize Masterminds into your funnel. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's any way that we can improve this and make this even easier for you. I wish there was a Zapier plugin that could just plug it in for you, but ClickFunnels and Zapier aren't connected in that way yet. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one last thing that I have to show you, which is how to integrate your email autoresponder. And you see this button, you click here, and what it'll do, it'll show this pop-up, right? This pop-up, we actually need to edit as well. Boom. And that's there, but it's still not integrated with your email autoresponder yet. Okay, so what we need to do is go to Settings, Integrations. Okay, integrations. Once you've integrated your email autoresponder using actually, let me just go there. Open, not the image. ClickFunnels. That's another integration. So your email autoresponder, you will click Add a new integration. You'll click, you'll type John's active campaign. Okay, then you'll select integration type, active campaign. Then it'll ask you for your API key, etc., and that integration will be set. Okay, so you have to do that there first. Now from here, we can go to integrations, and then we'll look for John's active campaign. Right? For me, it's going to be my Infusionsoft, and then I'll select add to web form or run action set. I like to do web form, and then I'll get a pull down list of that web form that I want them to send this data to, as if this person just went and filled out this web form. So registered for webinar. Right now you see this thing here is connected. Okay, so that's important to do. If you don't have the web form yet and you have to go create it, once you do, you just come back here and click refresh from API, and it'll go make another API connection and pull up your web form here. So the final thing is SEO and metadata. SEO and metadata for our query is going to be different. We're going to call this this page, and this is the text that comes up here. So we're going to call this the profit pyramid. And I'll grab this text, settings, SEO metadata, boom. He won't need these tags. Call Russell, and then we can change this image so that when people share it on Facebook, we'll put image of him teaching. If people share it on Facebook, this is what will actually be shared. Okay, so that's essential. And then actually, I got one more thing to show you. This is more about the entire funnel as a whole. So in the funnel as a whole, you want to come to settings. And settings is where you're going to integrate your Facebook pixel and any other kind of heading tracking code that you want. So for me, I have tracking code in here from Google Analytics. I have tracking code in terms of my Facebook pixel. I have Infusionsoft tracking code here. This is where you put it in, and when you put it here, it'll actually integrate it into the entire funnel. Okay, every page in the funnel will have this tracking code, and make sure that you just come down here and save and update once you do that. So those are three little tiny things, but they are absolutely important for you to set up. Okay, so that is it. And again, let me know if you have any questions. Peace.